Reports and announcements about the failures and crashes of cryptocurrency companies within the industry have typically characterized this year. It has been challenging for asset prices to hold their own as a result of the deteriorating fundamentals. Fundamentals have thus far been hailed as being solid in the Cardano ecosystem. But what will happen to Cardano if its only source of support is consumed by the crypto storm? Numerous arguments were made last year by Bitboy Crypto for why Cardano ADA might eventually overtake Bitcoin. And his most recent forecast, that Cardano will eventually surpass Ethereum, had every investor on edge. But since he's going through a delicate time right now, it's best to exercise caution. 2022 has not been a great year for Bitcoin. Furthermore, even the best blue-chip stocks have fallen victim to serious traps. Although it is beset by doubts and has a gloomy future, the Bitcoin price continues to be the most closely watched of all cryptocurrencies because it has a clear advantage over others with its market capitalization. For instance, the legendary investor Warren Buffett stated that he would not pay $25 for all Bitcoin at a Berkshire annual investor meeting. "I don't know if it will go up or down in the upcoming year, or in 5 or 10 years, he said. "I do know that it doesn't reproduce and doesn't create anything, though." The volatile nature of Bitcoin and other important cryptocurrencies might vanish into thin air. With less than 2 weeks until the end of the year, the price action at the moment suggests that the wild ride may continue in the near future. Its platform for social intelligence for digital currency. Recently, a list of the top 10 coins from the previous year was published by Wounded Crush. Their Galaxy score, which evaluated the coin's historical performance against itself, served as the foundation for the report. A higher rank indicated that an asset was doing well across the board, as measured by metrics such as social volume, market volume, price moving average, and others. Ethereum took the top spot, and this was simply a side effect of the launch of the ecosystem's eagerly anticipated event. The merge covered everything from the finer points of the upgrade to its advantages and disadvantages, including how it would affect the price of the native asset. The cryptocurrency world's leader was Ethereum, which reached its peak price of $3,900 in 2022 on January 4th. However, as the bear market's severity increased, the price of Essence continued to fall, and most attempts to recover after the crash were unsuccessful. XRP is ranked second on the list, and this year's market appeared to be closely knit due to the high correlations between the top crypto assets. The majority of coin prices follow the trend set by Bitcoin, and whenever the king coin starts a recovery, the pack does the same, and vice versa. When the top 3 cryptocurrencies were excluded, Litecoin, Binance Coin, Cardano, Cosmos, Tezos, Dogecoin, and VeChain took the 4th through 10th positions, respectively. Some investors believe that Cardano is finally mingling with its kind, which would explain its poor performance. Obviously, the crypto winter is still ongoing. And every time cryptocurrencies make an attempt to climb higher, another piece of bad news breaks, sending prices even lower. The cryptocurrency market is still in a downward trend and has never been able to resume an upward trend. Even so, there are still instances where the price of cryptocurrencies increases unexpectedly. Cardano's market cap in 2022 has suffered significant losses, as it increased dramatically in the years before. It increased by more than 1,350% between 2020 and 2021. However, all gains have been totally lost. According to market trends, it appears that we are back at square one. Purchasing during a bear market is a bad idea, but some inexperienced traders and investors fall for the hype of major players who are looking to liquidate their recent holdings. As prices attempt to fall even further, Cardano has broken through the key support level of 30 cents. If you're looking to purchase Cardano right now, you should wait for a definite cryptocurrency market recovery. Cardano would need to reach about 56 cents to confirm a price reversal, but that amount might not be sufficient to revive Cardano ADA and the dormant interest. Some ADA holders may be hoping that the altcoin has bottomed out and is due for a recovery soon in light of the cascading losses, especially when considering his fundamentals and ongoing development. Relative Strength Index has dropped below 40, indicates that is oversold relative to previous movements, but opinions remain divided as to whether ADA has stopped suffering. Some analysts believe that the cryptocurrency still has further losses in store before he can conclude his descent and his experience this year. From the perspective of his technical indicators, observers could be pardoned for suggesting that ADA has really found a bottom. there is a good chance that some analysts outside of his community will experience further drops in the near and long term. Brenda Taylor, an analyst, predicts that the price of the ADA coin may continue to decline toward 15 cents. Cardano ADA's price could continue to decline toward 15 cents after breaking through the horizontal support area at 35 cents. When the Cardano ADA token was trading at $3 IML, another self-described value investor named Mike Alfred reiterated his recent prediction that ADA will eventually fall to close to 6 or 5 cents. Given the recent increase in activity and the strength of the community, I am becoming more positive about the name and, as a result, today I am increasing my price target to 6 cents, he stated on December 17. However, supporters of Cardano persisted in their belief that ADA's fundamentals will eventually support an increase in price, particularly when the market returns to more bullish conditions. On December 16, Cardano Anonymous, a Twitter user, posted, "I find it incomprehensible that Cardano, with all of those features, is operating at the same price as Doge and sold to Mr. Market, while ADA was once just a passing fad that is now in peril. We have provided evidence that they are mistaken, but they refuse to see it because they are blind, deaf, and are small-minded." This assertion may have some merit given that Cardano has experienced consistent growth and numerous updates throughout the bear market of the 2020s. More than 1,100 apps and projects that are currently developing on network, along with more than 100 projects that have already launched, make up the ecosystem. It's also noteworthy that Cardano frequently ranks among the blockchains with the highest daily development activity in terms of comments and changes, according to GitHub data. The perception that Cardano is evolving more quickly than its competitors and that ADA is currently undervalued has been strengthened by these late performances. Regardless of being undervalued, by capitalization, it is the 9th largest coin on the market. Despite having a TVO of only $51 million, Cordelia has managed to achieve this position. This demonstrates that ADA may be in line for a sizable gain in store, particularly given that Cardano is attempting to attract more organic growth. Next, the market's response to the Fed's 50 basis point rate hike was anticipated. Even though the rate hike pace has slowed, inflation in the U.S. is still significantly higher than the regulator's target, necessitating further tightening of monetary policy. This signals the beginning of a few more months of depression on the cryptocurrency and TradeFi markets. Indeed, Cardano is suffering greatly as a result of macroeconomic factors. The coming months could be worse. The failures of cryptocurrencies this year have shown that comprehensive and clear regulations are required. The recent unfortunate events have highlighted how intricate and entangled many of the industry's major projects are. Legislators want to increase trust and transparency while protecting investors from possible losses. Of course, a plethora of rules from different organizations won't suffice. Furthermore, if the U.S. wants to lead the way in cryptocurrencies on a global scale, it must support a unified regulatory framework. For the time being, investors should make an effort to monitor the few bullish predictions, particularly with regard to Cardano ADA. Nevertheless, one of the biggest and most well-known cryptocurrency wallets recently announced that direct ADA staking was now possible within the program. Even though the news may not seem important to Cardano investors, particularly given the current state of the market, it makes a significant contribution to ADA's fundamental value and could be beneficial in the long run. While sticking, there will be some future selling pressure on assets. It is a useful tool for reducing the pressure that a cryptocurrency is currently under and for supporting a potential relief rally that might happen if the market shifts into a recovery mode. It is still unknown whether these bears will have the same dominance in the upcoming year. But one thing is certain, Cardano adheres to sound principles. In the first few months of next year, a rise might be observed. After all is said and done, the cryptocurrency may be in the lead. Of course, what do you think about this? Let's discuss in the section below. In the following video, we'll see you. Check out our other videos to see how Cardano is living up to the promise of being the Ethereum killer first, though, before that, be sure to always click the subscribe and notification buttons.